I'm interested in Greek stories, Greek myths. I've directed Greek drama before, but this particular piece required a kind of simple and imaginative staging at the same time. And I decided to take on the challenge, how to create a world with very few design elements. The playwright leaves it somewhat open as to what is our Thebes. It is obvious from reading the play that we're not in ancient Greece. We're in a contemporary world, but where are we? It's up to the director and the design team to decide. We could be in a very abstract locale, or we could be in a very specific one, a city, your neighborhood. My choice was to set it in a kind of Balkan, Eastern European world, if you will, which has known civil strife and civil wars in the last 10, 15, 20 years. And the images of those wars inspired me to create a look and a feel for this production. Because it's about young people. Antigone is basically a teenager. She may be the same age or slightly older than some of the members in the audience, some of the students who will come to see the show. And I think they will be very interested in finding out how that character and her sister are dealing with their dilemmas. They may be in a world that is much more complicated because they're in the middle of a civil war than the world that our students know. But some of the issues that they're dealing with, family, love, betrayal, are very universal issues, and I think our audience will be able to relate to it. One of the things that seems extremely relevant to me is that in the last 10 years or so, especially since 9/11, we've been living in a world where the issue of security and what we're willing to do in order to secure ourselves, our borders, our lifestyle, has been discussed. Maybe not enough, but it has certainly been on our minds. And that is one of the most important themes in the play. What Antigone does is a threat, at least according to her uncle Creon, is a threat to the security of her city, her state, her nation. Whether he's right or she's right is something that the audience will have to decide for themselves. Just like the chorus. They are part of the chorus in a way. They're the people, and it is their decision. Traditionally, in Greek plays, the chorus is the voice of the people. They're us. They represent our views, no matter how fickle and ambivalent and sometimes unfair our views may be. They speak for us, they represent us. And I'm making a choice in this production to always have them on stage. There's nothing completely private in the world of Antigone Now. Everything can be seen and viewed, and everything becomes a point of public debate or public contention, if you will. The Greek drama is especially unique for us because in the days of ancient Greece, drama was a kind of civic requirement for the people of the state or the city-state. They were required to go and watch these plays at theatrical marathons. And the festivals became civic, intellectual, and entertaining debates on the most important issues of the day. We've lost that to a large degree in our society. At best, we think of theater as entertainment. And a lot of people these days don't even know that theater exists, or they may never go to the theater. And I think it's extremely valuable to realize that if we want to keep our world today and our society functional and healthy, especially a democracy, that is our link to ancient Greece. If we want to keep our democracy around, we have to consider that theater is one of our tools, or at least it's one of our it's one of the most important places where we can communicate with each other, and communicate on so many different levels, communicate creatively in interesting ways. I'm hoping that they will be amazed to find out how relevant and thought-provoking and touching these stories, which are thousands of years old, can still be to us. And I think they will be interested in reading more of them and hopefully coming to the theater again to see these plays done.